This is Leaf Riders of Wrenwood. My name's Landon, this is RPG ABC, and we are playing the 2024 quest calendar that I missed weekly. And we're going to start off by playing week 1, and yeah, let's go ahead and dig into it. Your adventure begins with Tack, Redwood, at the Burrow. The back of this page contains the resolution for the next page, January 1st. The previous few pages contain some references for the rules. The complete rules can be found at www.sundialgames.com. So we're going to take this thing off. Uh-oh. Thanks. Oh my gosh. We're doing it live. All right. I'll go down there. There we go. Tack, Redwin. That is the first character we're playing in this, because of the unique thing about this quest calendar is you play a little story with each character before the full thing really starts. We're playing as Tack Redwin first. The Burrow. You arrive at the Burrow early for your first day of duty. There's some time to explore and get familiar with the outpost before you must report to Sergeant Furfoot. Explore all the areas of the outpost in any order you desire. While the Burrow is primarily a military outpost and training ground, several civilian facilities and accommodations exist to create a small-town atmosphere. The Waterfall. At the waterfall, you encounter a group of children splashing and laughing in the crystal-clear water. The kids challenge you to a swim race. If you accept the challenge, roll a dexterity. Reminder, athlete. Tack Redwin is an athlete, so you get to add 2 to all rolls to outcome physical and athletic. So we're going to get to add 2 to this, which is fantastic. Plus dexterity is his best stat at a +3. So that's a +5 total. So let's see what we get. We rolled a 2. Our luck persists. We rolled a 2 +5, that'd be 7. That is 10 or less. You slip on a wet rock while entering the pool and fall back into some sharp rocks. Reduce your health by 1? Wow, that was fast. Oh boy. Okay. You leave the water in shame and decide to continue to explore. I guess we do that. All right. Fallen tree. Near a fallen tree, you spot a group of townsfolk and officers working together to harvest wood. If you want to help harvest some timber for your town, we can roll strength plus athlete. Again, he's got athlete +2, but strength is +0, so it's just a +2 here. Let's see if we can gather some wood for the town. Some timber, sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. What did we get? A 19. Very nice. +2, that's a 21. We're doing fantastic. With determined strength and careful coordination, you help chop up the wood. They express gratitude for your contribution, praising your work. Gain 1 virtue. Ooh. Where do we keep track of virtue? That would definitely be helpful. Virtue, there it is. So we go up to 1, it looks like. Right there. Beautiful. Cooking site. You find a bustling area at the cooking site filled with delicious aromas. People are busy preparing meals or volunteering to lend a hand. If you would like to help with cooking meals, we roll a wisdom check. Our wisdom is plus 0. It doesn't say reminder anything, so I doubt anything here. Actually, we do have Gust. Once per page, re-roll any wisdom roll and take the new result. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So let's go ahead and do that. Wisdom plus 0. We get 16. That's good enough. We don't need to use that. So if the result is 11 or more, with deft hands and a keen sense of flavor, you assist in preparing a delectable dish that receives rave reviews from the residents. Someone even tosses you a tip. Gain 1 amber. All right, and again, where's amber? It looks like our starting amber is 4, so we get to increase that to 5. Very nice. There. 5. Shifted the box a little bit, sorry. All right. Now, gain 1 amber. Amber is the currency of Wrenwood and can be used to purchase goods. Supply post. At a supply post, you find an assortment of goods. There are some combat-related gear available that may prove helpful. Purchase any items you wish if you have enough amber. So there's a combat tunic, which will add a d4 to a single attack roll, and a dragon's fire. Oh, it's a combat tonic. Sorry, tonic. And then dragon's fire, which will add a d4 to damage roll. I am going to go ahead and go with combat tonic here. That's going to bring our amber down to 0. But that's going to be very useful later on. So we need to go into our book here. We flip all the way to the back. And I'm sure there is an item, right? There's usually an item here. Combat tonic. Maybe not this page, maybe a different page. Or maybe I just need to keep track of that. Okay, hold on. Let me finish reading through all this before I give up. Combat mitts. Nope. Nope. This is for other things, it seems. Just going through all the sticker sheets here. Yeah. Nope, this is for other things. And that's it for sticker sheets. So, it's not on the sticker sheet, apparently. Let's flip back to Tack Redwind. There we go. There we go. Tack Redwind. We're back. So I didn't see Dragon's Fire either. Wait, it might be in the front. Could be in the front. Nope. Okay. The equipment page here, I will go ahead and write Combat Tonic. Just so we know that we have it. All right, we have Combat Tonic here, written. I hope I remember that I have it and what it does when time comes. Wait. There it is. There it is. Found it. It's on this. So we're just going to write 1 in there. So we have 1. Nice. I have everything in a place for everything. And there's Tack Redwind. That goes there, right back on screen. Beautiful. We're back where we need to be. And that was day 1, so let's go ahead and move on to day 2. You stand at attention before Sergeant Furfoot as he gives you a list of your duties for the day. Listen up, Tack. As a new member of the Burrows, you have much to prove. I have some important jobs for you to handle today. So we do all the tasks. So number one is patrol the perimeter. Number two is clean the training grounds. And number three is haul some supplies. So number one, patrol the perimeter. I need you to patrol the outer perimeter of the burrows. Keep an eye out for any signs of intruders or suspicious activity. Report back immediately if you spot anything out of the ordinary. All right. Now remember, we do have Gust, which lets us reroll a wisdom check, and this is a wisdom check for sure. That's an 18. We don't need to re-roll that. That's good. Our wisdom's still +0. But 18, if the result is 15 or more. Walking the perimeter, you observe a lookout point needing repair. You report this and get help sent to reinforce the mound. You also notice an unusual indent in the earth beyond the grounds of the burrows. You report this as well. Sergeant Footfoot commends you for your effort and rewards you with 1 amber. He also puts the outpost on alert. Note down high alert somewhere for the future. So that amber goes up to 1. Boop. And high alert. All right. There we go. Clean the training grounds. The training grounds have fallen into disarray. I need you to organize and clean the area, ensuring it's ready for the upcoming drills and exercises. A well-maintained training ground is essential for the growth and preparedness of our recruits. The training grounds are a mess, covered in... Oh, sorry. That's outside the quotes. The training grounds are a mess, covered in debris and overgrown vegetation. Vegetation. There we go. It will require diligent effort to restore the area to its optimal condition. And this is a Constitution check. That is a +1. 12, 13 total. Not the highest result, but I don't think there's anything we can do to fix that. So we're going to take the middling result. If the result is between 8 and 14, while you make some progress in cleaning, it is just too much for one person to complete adequately. The sergeant encourages improvement. The training ground should symbolize our commitment to excellence. Take more care in maintaining its order and cleanliness. And then we gotta haul some supplies, which is strength, which is a 0, but reminder athlete, which we can add +2 to it. So we get +2, which let's see, first one was wisdom, which was +0. Second one was constitution, which was +1. This one's +2. We should do decent, right? We have a shipment of food supplies coming in today. They need to be unloaded quickly to avoid spoilage. Act fast to get them into the underground cold storage. Let's go with a +2. Natural 20. Now there's a special rule. If you roll a natural 20, I believe you get a boon. Where do I write down this boon? I don't know. What is a boon? I don't know. But I just read a thing. Boons. Yeah, here we go. The boon will add a d4 to a future d20 roll. You may only hold a single boon at a time. Rolling another d20 will not give you a second boon. So, I don't know where to put it, so I'm just going to put it here. Boon. I'm just going to leave it as boon. I have 1 boon, so there. I have a boon. So that was a natural 20. Best result. It is exhausting but rewarding to haul and lift the supplies across the outpost. You find it easy and finish the task ahead of time. Nice. All right, on to the next day. Listen up, soldier. We've got a situation on our paws. The bunkers have been overrun by an invasive root, wreaking havoc on our infrastructure. Get in there, dig deep, and ensure every trace of that root is eradicated. All right, so we begin at the X and navigate around the map. Visit each numbered area along your path. Explore and resolve each area you visit before you choose your next. So clearly, the first thing on our path is 1. Area 1. As you approach the entrance, you notice a group of fellow soldiers discussing their progress. They seem overwhelmed by the invasive root and seek guidance. You can join them and work together, or go solo and tackle the task independently. If you choose to join the group, I can roll a charisma check. Yeah. A group is going to be better at handling something than just a single person, for the most part, right? And this is a root. It's not exactly like an intelligent thing that can outwit us, or can expect us coming or something like that. So a group would definitely be better. We do have to roll a charisma check, which apparently TAC is not very charisma based, charismatic. So let's see what happens. -2, huh? That is a 7. If I use a boon, I can add a d4, right? If I get a 4, I'll get the best result. So I'm going to save the boon for later, because I would need that 4, and I ain't getting that 4, most likely. About a 1 in 4 chance, right? If the result is 10 or less, you join the group, but fail to lead them effectively. Oh no, that's terrible. Next up, let's just continue down the path. We got number 2, right? Area 2. Inside the underground tunnel, you come across a path that has caved in from the intrusive roots. Large boulders block the way beyond. Clear the tunnel. This is going to be strength with athlete, so that's going to be a +2 there. That is 19. Very nice. +2. Oh, yeah, my last roll would have been a -2. So 7 -2. So that would have been 5, and that would have been a wasted boon. Sorry, just realized. But we got a 19, 21 total here. So you clear out enough of the rubble to navigate through. And then we move on to room 3, which is just beyond 2. We went 2, and then we're going 3. Area 3, a room that has been sealed off for some time. You clear a few roots and find a hidden stash of 6 amber. Heck yeah. We're going to add that. Let's go 7. Although I do feel like we should share it with the group, but I don't know. If you joined the group at the entrance, you must split the pile and take 2. Okay. Let's bring that back down to 3. That's yeah. I guess splitting the loot is the other aspect of joining a team. Area 4. Yes, we back up and we come over to Area 4 here. It is surprising that the invasive roots would grow this far down. After cleaning the bottommost room, you hear an odd scratching from the floor. You stop to investigate. You may explore further before returning here. Ooh, okay. Then I'm going to back up and go to room 5. The storage room is overrun with dense roots. You start to pull, chop, and dig them up. Strength. Reminder, athlete, so that's a +2. Here we go. What is that? A 13 +2 is 15. That's really good. So, If the result is 11 or more, you clear the path thoroughly, and as you haul the last root, a long forgotten warding uh, ointment falls out of the dirt entangled with the root. Add it to your inventory. Warding ointment. Consume on use. Add D4 to a single defense roll. Okay. So let's go back to our inventory there. Is it here or is it a sticker in the back? Warding ointment. It's right below the combat tonic. I don't know if you can hear my cat. He's outside the door right now crying. He wants in here, and I get it, but let's see if I can just wheel over there and let him in. Hey, meow, buddy, come on in. Yep. Sophie's already down there. Oof. There we go. Rolled it back. All right. And in any second now, he's going to cry to want out. You know, it's just the way cats are. All right, so let's do 6 real quick. Inside the bunker chamber, you encounter a stubborn cluster of roots, tightly intertwined with valuable equipment. Another strength check. So that's +2. That's 13 plus 2 for 15. Real good. Employing a delicate touch, you successfully extract the roots without causing any harm to the equipment. Sergeant Furfoot rewards you with 2 amber. Hey! We're at 5. Again. That's beautiful. Let's continue on through the week. So we go back to Area 4, I assume, to start investigating. The scratching stops and starts sporadically. You listen closely enough to understand that it is coming from below the floor. According to what you were told, there should be no room below you. So, it looks like the ground gives way. We have to grab onto a nearby ledge. That's going to be a strength check. It doesn't say reminder athlete, but it does feel like a physical and athletic, hurdle. So it says? I think so. I don't know. Let's see. We rolled a 6. With our athlete, which I think we should have. That is going to put us at the result between a 8 and a 14. You manage to grab onto the ledge, but your grip is weak. You struggle to pull yourself up, but eventually you fall. Take 1 damage. It says take 1 damage, reduce your health by 1. Isn't that the same thing? I feel like it's just like clarifying or something. I don't know, but I'm going to just put us at 8. I don't think you lose 2. Like you take 1 damage and you lose 1 health. Like those are the same thing, right? So then we're going to try to jump to safety. And this is going to be dexterity. And this has reminder athlete. So I'm just not real understanding the difference. If someone in the comments knows the difference between what the grab onto the ledge and the jump to safety are, that one gets athlete, the other one doesn't? I don't know. I think the first one should have. So we get the +2 plus the 3 from our deck, so +5. 8. When it really matters, I start not doing so well. 8 plus 5 is 13, and that's like 2 away. I'm going to use my boon. I'm going to use it to add a D4. A 1. Dang it. So that's a 14. We just missed the top result there. Let's see. If the result is between an 8 and a 14, it is 14. You jump for the edge, but you don't have enough momentum to carry you over. You balance on the rim before falling backwards and into the hole. Reduce your health by 1. So we're down to 7. And then we want to use the command of the wind to slow our fall. And this is a Constitution roll. All right. Our con is 1. Oh, geez, that's a 5. Sometimes that die is really hard to read, but these are the like Kickstarter dice that it came with. So, I think they were a premium dice set that we paid for actually. Where am I? Number 3. Our result was 5 plus 1 is 6. If the result is 7 or less, you cannot concentrate to channel enough magical energy. You crash to the ground below. Reduce your health by 2. We're at half health. We are at half health. Yikes. That's scary. That is scary. All right. So that was Thursday. Let's go ahead and move on to Friday here. Roll for each attack. So we attack, we do damage, then we do a defense roll. So you will find yourself in a long tunnel that seems to run endlessly in either direction. At one end, glowing red eyes begin to reveal ugly and dangerous insects. They chatter and chirp as they rush after you with sharp claws and weapons. All right. So, insect number 1. Natural 20. Oh man, I hope that comes through on the camera. I really do. So we get a boon back. What's up? Booning it up. Let's see. For damage, we roll a d8. That is 6. So enemy 1. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've done combat with Quest Calendar before, so I'm trying to remember exactly how it goes down. So I did my d20 plus attack, then I did my damage, then I'll do my defense roll, and then we'll calculate things out. Is that how that goes? So our defense is plus 2. That's 11. Plus 2 is 13. The attack is 9. Here, let's see if I can pull up the combat rules real quickly here, just so we can make sure we're doing it all correctamundo. Got them laying around over here somewhere. Here's combat. Okay. In most combat encounters, you get a set number of rounds to fight. In each round, you get an attack roll, damage roll, and a defense roll. If you successfully hit with your attack and then do enough damage, you avoid taking damage that round. Okay, so enemy 1 we don't take damage from since we did damage, or since we did more than its health. Its health is 4, we did 6 damage, so there we go. If you do not hit or deal enough damage, then your defense will help you reduce incoming damage. Other combat encounters follow particular rules and will be described when you encounter them. For abilities, you may decide to use them once you see the outcome of a round. See complete rules regarding combat difficulty. You can use healing abilities in the middle of the combat page between rounds. During combat, a health potion can only be used at the beginning or the end of the page, not in the middle of combat rounds. You can use other items in the middle of combat, such as Dragon's Fire Combat Tonic, but not a med kit. Got it. So we KO'd the first insect. On to the second one. That is a 5. We do have a boon. which would add D4. Plus we have a combat tonic, which would add a D4. So I think I'm going to do that. Yeah. So we're going to do 2D4 to see if we can pump this up to 11. That'd be 6 more that we need, averaging 3 per roll. That's not good odds, but I already did it, so that's a 3. That's a 1. Dang it. All right. So we missed, which means we don't do damage. And then our defense roll, we succeed. That's a 19. So their attack is 10. And since we succeed, I think we take 1 damage. 1 damage. All right. Then enemy 3. We're going to roll to hit. That is 18. Very good. Oh, there's been a +2 to attack. Did I realize that before? Let's see. That would have been 9 + 2. That would have been 11. That actually would have hit there. Let's just see. Yeah, so I gotta fix that, actually. I made a mistake. I think I'm at 5 HP, actually. So I don't think I had the +2. So the +2 would have taken that 5 to 7. Then the 4 that I got from the 2d4 would have taken it to 11, which is its defense. So I think meets it, beats it. And then I did enough damage. So the third enemy, I did an 18, right? +2, so dirty 20. Only 2 damage. That's not enough. So I'm going to roll my defense. That is 13. 13 +2. That's 15. That's above there, so I take 1 damage. There we go. I'm down to 4 hit points so fast. So fast. Okay. Here. Exceeds enemy's attack reduce. Yeah. I killed 2, so I collect 1d4 amber. 1. Perfect. Okay. You know, there are rules about pickpocketing, and I have not been scouring the pages for a pickpocket thing. So, but yeah, let's move on to the end of the week. You finally discover a way out of the tunnel where the insects bore a small hole up to the top to the 2 scout on the surface. You need to climb out safely where you can report what you've discovered. So first we have to climb to the surface, which is a strength, reminder, athlete. Oh my gosh, that's a 3 plus our 2 for athlete. We're looking at 5. If you have high alert written down from earlier, someone patrolling nearby checks out the hole you are climbing out of. They help you climb out. Gain a +2 to climb out and determine your location. Okay, so that +2 does not help because it puts me at a 7, and if the result is 7 or less, you attempt to climb the tunnel walls but struggle to find proper footholds. Your grip slips, causing you to lose balance and fall back down. This happens several times before you make it out. Reduce your health by 2. We're at 2 hit points. We're not going to die, are we? Before this campaign even really begins? That would be terrible. Oh my gosh. All right. To determine your location, let's Go ahead. It's a wisdom roll. We can re-roll this with gust. 17. Nope, we're good. If the result is 11 or more, judging by the path you walked underground and assuming you didn't lose your bearings in the climb to the surface, you can easily guess that the tunnel leads directly to Crownspire City, which isn't far from here. Now we report our findings to your sergeant. Sergeant Footfur listens to your detailed account of what occurred as a look of concern grows across his face. Oh my gosh, the voice. Thanks for your report, soldier. I will take this message to the others, but I'm afraid there's no time to waste. We are unsure how close the insects have dug into the city. Many critters are in danger. We need to get a message to the royal guards at once. Leave immediately for Crownspire City and report to High Guard Captain Flint Clawthorn. And that is week 1. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's fun getting back into the quest calendar and getting back into RPG ABC, which hopefully I can do a little bit more with. I don't know, but we're doing 2 quest calendars at a time. I know I've got like the Voidspark Chronicles to still finish and whatnot. I'm going to put a detailed post up about my journey during this like year and a half that I've been gone. Yeah, I hope, or 2 years, 2.5 years I've been gone. Holy cow. But I hope you've enjoyed the return of the quest calendar. And this one's weekly, so be sure to check out next week. And yeah, I mean, I forget what my sign off was, but we'll see you next time.